families, and welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful 3-day weekend and staying warm once again. My goodness, it is cold outside, but I guess it is January, so it should be expected. A couple of quick announcements, guys, and then I'm going to get you off to the strategy session for this week. First of all, I wanted to congratulate this week's rock star of the week, Mr. Connor Myers. Connor has been so well prepared and had such exceptional guided reading conversations over the past week, as well as just been on top of it across the classroom each and every day. So incredibly proud of Connor. Congratulations, this week's rock star of the week. A couple of other announcements, guys. First of all, we do not have school on Monday, January 15th, in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And then additionally, guys, we start back up second week of DARE starting on Tuesday. And guys, our class has DARE at 1:50 each and every Tuesday with Sergeant Burgess. Our first session was pretty awesome indeed. So those are really all of the announcements that I have for this week, guys. Other than that, we have an awesome 4-day week ready to kick off here in room 21. I have a ton of different strategies that your scholar can use to either review, practice, or put themselves ahead with all the different concepts that we are learning in class. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to send you off to the strategy session, and I'll see you on the other end. Hey Rockstars, welcome to our weekly strategy session at the home of our classroom, sites.google.com/staffordschools.net/room21 Rockstars. Hey, I have a bunch of different things that you guys can do, especially if you guys are looking for something to do on your additional day off coming up tomorrow on Monday. So with that being said, let's start with a couple of things that are pretty routine, guys. First of all, as you know, our weekly Google Classroom question of the week is up and available on Google Classroom. This time around, it centers on the Academy core values. What Academy core value would you like to strengthen in the next week? And what are 2 steps that you will put in place to get there? And don't forget, write your responsive complete sentences and you'll earn 10 house points. And guys, I think Academy on Friday showed us that all 4 houses are within about 200 house points of one another once again. So every single last point counts. And many of you took advantage of the triple house point week last week. This is just a regular house point week, guys. But it really gave your houses a ton of points and helped them to get ahead. So that's available there on our Google Classroom page. In addition, our weekly newsletter not only was in your Friday folder this week, but also on the back of that newsletter. If you just give it a second to load here, guys. It is available also on our class webpage right here. In the back, you have some challenges that you can go ahead and implement and earn some house points there as well. Each of those problems would happen to be worth 5 house points. Now, my favorite area would be the weekly strategy session. Now, many of you took advantage of our brand new math weekly review, where we review the old and practice the new. Now, there are a couple of different ways you can complete this, guys. Some of you completed it at home. You do not have to print it out. You can if you want to. You can put it down on lined paper, but it's also available printed out in class. And I'm going to try to get better at maybe printing it out on Friday so that if you want to take it home over the weekend, that's something that you can do as well. Now, don't forget, guys, if you click the actual words weekly math review button, you're going to be taken to the Google Doc version of this, and you will also be able to see comments that I leave as soon as it loads to help remind you of some things that we've talked about in class. Okay, so you can practice the old. Those are things that we can kind of review the old, things that we've already learned in class, just kind of rehashing it, bringing it back around. And then the new concepts are our most recent concepts. Now, something that you are going to find on here, guys, would include the addition of fractions, which we worked on last week. You guys worked so incredibly hard on this concept. And don't remember, we're working on our organization in particular, so my note along the lines for this one, this problem this week, guys, and also the word problem down below this, would be to make that 4 square. Don't forget, in the first box, you write your problem, and then you circle your computation or your operation. And you also say to yourself, guys, okay, I am adding. That's some metacognition kicking in. You're saying to yourself, what operation am I actually going to use? In the second box, you're going to find your LCM. In the third box, you're going to take your LCD. Remember, that's where we write our problem vertically, thinking basketball, and then we find our equivalent fractions so we can add. And then this fourth box for this week, guys, not tomorrow, but on Tuesday when we return, our goal is box number 4, and it's on the simplification of improper fractions, regular fractions, and also creating mixed numbers. So that is going to be math on Tuesday, guys, so that we can really hone in on box 4 and strengthen that concept as well. So I'm showing you this, guys, just to kind of bring it all back. Anytime we're adding or subtracting fractions, we want to make sure that we use our 4 square that you guys have been working so hard on. I'm so incredibly proud of you. And the amazing progress, honestly, that you guys have made in that area has been astounding. And, you know, I still am reflecting, guys, on math class on Friday. And the comments that I told you guys, I'm so incredibly proud of how you work with anyone in the classroom. It's been awesome, absolutely awesome. And when I took your exit tickets home on Friday, I realized, oh my goodness, every single person in this classroom got this concept down because we worked as one. And we helped each other get there, and it was just absolutely awesome, guys. It's very, very inspirational. Now, I did add one additional IXL site this week, and that's going to be adding fractions with unlike denominators. I will add the subtracting fractions with unlike denominators in a couple of days, most likely on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't want to wade into that water yet because we haven't talked about, and we haven't really looked at how do we regroup fractions that are, you know, need some regrouping in order to subtract, because that's going to be a problem that we go ahead and encounter. So that is available there. All of these problems, because they do take quite a bit of time, quite a bit of organization, and quite a bit of effective effort, this week will be worth 10 house points as long as you show me a 4 square for each and every one of them, scholars. So that is available there as well, but you have to use that 4 square to show us what's going on there. I did keep up the LCM. If you didn't use this yet, guys, show this to someone at home, the video, and then explain to them, you know, when we find least common multiple, yes, in math class right now, we're working to find it so that we can actually add fractions that have unlike denominators and subtract. We use LCM, the least common multiple. We find that in our everyday lives quite frequently, if you guys think about it. So show that to somebody at home. It's a really cool video and concept as well. And if you haven't completed it yet, you can still earn those 20 house points like it's stated there. I do still have, guys, finding the LCM. This video right here is on finding the LCM. If you're still confused about that concept, that's available there as well. I kept the same reading and writing challenge up this week, guys, for a number of reasons. First of all, we're going to wade into kind of a review of the different types of figurative language this week. But at the same time, if you've already done the story with the different types of figurative language, then you can simply just write a story to that picture. If you haven't, then you can do the challenge that's stated here, and that will be worth 20 house points either way, available right now. Now, I'm sure many of you are saying, Mr. Riker, what is the secret hashtag for the week? And scholars, the secret hashtag for the week happens to be hashtag extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra. Read all about it. And you have to say that with incredible passion. And scholars, you will earn yourself 10 house points for the week. Hashtag extra, extra. Read all about it. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to send you back over to Mr. Reichert in person. 21 Rockstar families, I hope that those strategies were successful as always. If you have any feedback, please let me know. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day off. Continue to stay warm, and I'll see everyone back in room 21 here on Tuesday, January 16th, for another awesome day of learning. But you guys are the incredibly best families in Stafford County, Virginia, and I will see you all on the VODCAST next week.